People cutting across caste, creed, religion and gender are protesting here outside Idgah Maidan, and right now we have with us a bunch of female protesters here right outside Idgah Maidan who are clearly rejecting CAB and NRC. Let me just speak to one of them and try and understand what exactly they're trying to pass on the message to the government. What's the message for the government?
I am here because India was envisaged as a secular, federal, democratic republic. The Constitution, NRC, as well as the Constitutional Amendment Bill violates all this principle. And I'm really proud to call myself an Indian because Article 14 of our Constitution gives us promises equality. And what is happening? Just CAA by itself is problematic because it is excluding a certain group, people belonging to a certain religion, and it goes against the basic ethos of the Constitution. I am here because I don't want to live in a Hindu nation, and this is their step by step. They are taking the steps that will eventually lead us to a Hindu nation. And also they are dismantling federalism, the way they are states treating other states.
Actually, a CAA bill we have to ban. Strictly we have to ban CAA bill because ये एक गहरी साजिश है मोदी और अमित शाह की, जिसकी वजह से थोड़ा step by step they are going. First they will ban for the Pakistani, Bangladesh, Afghanistan immigrants, but again वो आएगा हमारे ऊपर, मुसलमानों के ऊपर आएगा. अभी इसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप जो भी मुसलमान है उसको बैन करना है. जो भी मुसलमान है वो आप पड़ोसी गांव को जाना चाहिए बोल के वो भेज देंगे. इसीलिए वी हैव टू बैन. और ये कहाँ से लेके आएंगे हम लोग, ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स कहाँ से लाएंगे हम लोग? आप ही कहिए. जितना गरीबी इंडिया में है, जो गरीब लोग हैं वो कहाँ से ला रखेंगे डॉक्यूमेंट्स? जब मैं आई एम जस्ट 34 years, I don't have any document of my grandparents. Then how can we expect that 60 or 70 years बुजुर्ग जो उसके documents दिखाने के लिए? It is just an ashamed to prove that as we are Indians, but it is just an ashamed. So we have to ban CAA. This is actually protest to ban CAA and NRC. मैं इसके सबको मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगी कि सब लोग इसको बैन करने के लिए, इवन मुस्लिम्स ही नहीं. और I will thank to all the caste and religions of Indians, those who are supporting us, Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, they are all supporting us, and I extremely, my heartful thanks to all of them.
The government is trying to say that this is not an anti-Muslim bill and that Muslims don't have anything to fear about. But then what's the protest all about?
Oh, that's a complete lie, because this is basically to try to divide the people. Because even the CAA by itself is a discriminatory thing, because firstly, why only Hindus, Sikhs, Parsis, Jains and Christians? There are persecuted minorities from other nations. Why are they doing it based on the nationality of 3 countries? And why are they doing it only for these groups and not Muslims? There are persecuted minorities in Myanmar, in China, in Sri Lanka, which are not, persecuted minorities from different Muslim communities. So just think of it, there is a cut-off date of 2014, which means that the CAA applies to people who are already here. But with the CAA, what will happen is that only Hindus and these other religion people will be allowed to stay. Muslims who have come from these other persecuted, and people can be persecuted not just on the religion, there can be persecution based on many other criteria. So why this? So it's not that they're doing something great, it's an exclusionary thing. They're talking about inclusion, but they're excluding, and they're CAA, they're trying to do it with the combination of NRC and CAA, which is much more dangerous and divisive, and it destroys the whole idea of India. And we don't want that. We want India to be a secular nation, which is not divided on the basis of religion.
So you're getting a bit emotional here. And the government is clearly trying to brush this all aside, and they are trying to explain that they're just...
Fool people and divide people and cause all this, mayhem. And also, it's not just about Muslims. It'll affect poor people. I know the process that has happened in Assam. Many people, genuine citizens, are excluded because they don't have the documents, like she's saying. You need all kinds of documents to prove, and people have to just spend all of their time and money running to get those documents. People have died in detention centers. People have committed suicide. So this is ridiculous. It's not just Muslims, it's others also who will be affected.
Your last message for the government?
Just take back CAA and NRC and just try to, unite the people of India instead of trying to always divide them.
So there you have it, emotional scenes here outside Idgah Masjid. Not just women, but also men, not just Muslims, but also people from every religion coming out on the streets of Bengaluru. Massive showdown against CAA and NRC. With camera person Nandish, Ashish Parekh for News 9, Bengaluru.